Hello, 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 hello. Is it live or is it
One of the
Memorex?
best parts of the holidays
You're
is
There
live.
that
we go.
magical feeling created at home.
Hey
From
Don, how you
decorating the
doing?
tree.
Looks like you're the only survivor. I don't know if I lost everybody from last night or what the hey. Yeah, I heard there's too many lives. Boy, to pick a good day to do a live. Is there no good days left? I mean, if I get up at if we get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and start our live then, is that the good time? I don't know. Boy, it beats me. Yes, everybody's live. Everybody's live. Everybody's always live. So what can you do, right? Just continue on. So yeah, so this week we're gonna be cutting some Moroccan agates, and I don't know if you're familiar with Moroccan agates or the couple people that are watching are familiar with Moroccan agates. Moroccan agates are similar. Brenda here too. Moroccan agates are similar to a lot of other agates as far as some of them goes. Some of them are just kind of clear with fortification bandings, kind of like Brazilian agates, I guess. And then some of them have color. Some have tubes in them. Some have saginite sprays. So they can be kind of different. Some of them are actually, rather than translucent, they're kind of opaque. So you can't even see through them. They're just kind of like white, a white base opal. And then they have some fortification bandings, maybe a couple rings of color or whatever. So I had cut a few already prior to this. I'll show you what they look like. Let me see if I can set this up right. So, oh no, I need that to spray with. So yeah, I had cut a bunch. I've had a bunch cut, I should say. And
Hello, Betty.
hey, Betty. So that's kind of what they look like. I can kind of let me turn this camera around. I think the camera on the other side of the thing is better. Let's turn this around real quick. There we go. Oh yeah, that's much better. Let me get this a little bit sprayed off. I can feel a lot of grit on there. So yeah, so there's a Moroccan agate. So on this one, you have some really good color. So you can have ones, and this is like an agate inside this big chunk of host rock, which is pretty rough. And then you got this pretty agate sitting inside. So like I say, they can come in quite a few different varieties. Um, I'll set this right here, and I'll show you a different form right here. Whoop. Trying to look what I'm spraying rather than whatever looking at the phone. So now here, this one, this one has a lot of like different tubes running through it. Of course, it's got a band of, I don't know if that's like a mossy agate or something, but you can have all these different kind of streaky tubes. This one's kind of almost like saginite sprays, but I say more like tubes, kind of a tube agate. So that's like a different form too. And then, oh, I'm too old for this, right? As I spray this off. So then you can get ones like this, and again, you could kind of see on the outside what we might be looking at on the inside, and then that's what you get. So it's not like a clear translucent agate, it's more like a opaque agate, but you still get, I don't know if I can get real close, you still have the fortification bandings, and then you get a little bit of color thrown in there. I can't get quite that close. So yeah, you can get a lot of different styles with these. Let me grab the next one here.
And these are all the same type of agate, the same name.
Yeah,
They're
these
just
are
different
all, yes,
styles.
these are just Moroccan agates. So then you get ones like this, that this thing is just like a giant tube, and then it's just plain old clear banded agate. And it's got a little bit of milky in there in the center, but lots of banding. But yeah, just a crazy looking.
Does this mean it's from Morocco?
Yeah, these are from Morocco.
Do you think from the same area or different areas of Morocco?
I don't know. I don't know if Morocco is big enough to have different areas. So here's another one. And of course, you could see on the outside that it was going to be pretty cool. And this is, you know, one of their pink, goes into pinks and purples.
So if you were going to use this agate, would you be cutting the outside parts off?
Well,
Or would you polish the outside parts?
yeah, like agates like this, you're just gonna, you know, most people are just gonna sell just the slab and just leave it as a slab, because if you were to try to make a cabochon out of something like this, you know, because your cabochon's gonna be pretty tiny, and then it would actually be a waste to throw away something like that just for one little cab. So yeah, something less like these you may just want to keep as specimens, you know, rather
Would you
than
face polish that whole thing then?
yes, you'd have to face polish it. So then other ones, like I say, come out. You can't really see much from the outside, but yeah, so you cut them open and they are pretty.
That's not even pink in the inside.
No.
But it sure was pink on the outside. Do you think they have some oxidation going on? Like we have that iron that will go into it?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it's soaking in at all. This one kind of almost looks like a crazy lace. Little bit of banding. This one's got some good, whoop, too close. Some really good bots on the outside of it.
Betty says she's really liking these.
Hey, thanks, Betty. So now here, this one had some agate just on the outside. And these kind of remind me of like the Teepee Canyon, where you have the regular host rock, and then you got that bright agate kind of just running through that one part. So it's actually kind of cool looking. That almost looks like a masquerade mask. But yeah, very strange looking. Well, at least I caught that one with my foot. Didn't make my foot feel good, but I caught it. So you'll get that, and then you'll get, oh, I don't know if the other half of that one is down there or not. Oh yeah, you get ones that get this wet too. Now again, this was just like a little nodule. So you'll get them like this too, where it's kind of like a,
What's
it
in
has
there?
a chalcedony center, and then you have that weird thing on the inside of the chalcedony pocket, and then of course on the outside is just the regular agate. Well, it's got that little red star thing there, but yeah. And then even inside that little one right there, you got more for fortification banding running inside that, or maybe a tapeworm or something. Very strange. Okay, and then we have other ones. Let's see if I can. Like this one again. This is kind of like almost like a thunder egg on the outside. except rather than being the or you know, actually really similar to a thunder egg, except it doesn't have clear agate. This is more of a opaque agate.
Almost like looks like somebody painted in there.
Yeah, they're kind of weird. Let's see what else we got in here. So this is what a lot of them, wash this off a little bit. So a lot of them will be like that, just clear. And they have the fortification banding. But again, very, very clear. You can just see how the outside looks. Just a nice nodule, and then, like you say, cut it out, and it's no color. I mean, there's a little line of orange on the bottom, maybe a little line of orange, but then the rest of it's kind of clear. So, and then we got, oh, let's see, here's another little guy here.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. Now this one again, it's kind of tough to see. This one might have had some staining, but again, these kind of like these agate nodules. And this one, very opaque, and you can kind of see the banding in there.
So do you think, what is Morocco's terrain like?
In Morocco?
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know. I've never been there. It's off the coast of Africa, so, you know, it's an island, so I'm sure it's water. But, you know, with agates, if any types of agates, you're going to get a lot of volcanics. So now this is another one that kind of looks, you know, like that thunder egg, although it is agate traveling all the way through here. But you get this thunder egg kind of material around the agate.
Is that stuff harder than the other stuff that we just seen?
As far as what do we just see?
Like this. This is softer
yes.
than what
yes,
this stuff is?
This is real soft. This is real hard. So yes, or not real hard, but harder. And this is, again, this is like one of those typical ones where it's just this milky white with super fortification banding. You know, it's even got a little crystal vog in the middle. So yeah, this is a kind of a variety of what you're going to get. And then here's like the last one. It's not like the last one I have, but the last ones I'll show that are already cut. And then this again shows that real opaque white. And then when you cut it, it's still opaque, but you do get some fine color lines in there. But it's mainly just this white with color. So yeah, so that's what they look like, the ones that are cut. Now, when they're not cut, and I got some buckets here, you know, like that, and this is how they're finding them. This is just a big, giant chalcedony. You know, that one almost looks like, you know, like you wouldn't have anything on the inside at all. You know, and it may not, you know, I mean, you don't know until you cut them, but again, you can see they do have banding. Like, you look at this nodule here. Just a giant chunk of volcanic glass. Hey, Phil. So yeah, so you get this big giant, you know, glob, I guess would be the name, right? And then here's one, a big nodule. It's got a break on it. You can see some fortification banding in there. So this one kind of almost looks like the same color as like a Brazilian or something.
So Cheryl says the coast with cooler, potentially snowy conditions in the Atlas Mountains, while the desert is sunny during the day. Temperatures drop dramatically at night, and coastal areas are breezy but pleasant.
Oh, there you go. There's Madagascar in a nutshell, right? We had snow this morning when we woke up. Everything was coated in snow.
Yeah, our first little snow. it melted because the surfaces aren't that cold yet.
Here's a nice kind of a pinkish purple chunk. So yeah, these are the ones we'll be cutting right here. This one you can see some
Yeah, I agree. Phil should
good
be
colors.
safe and just listen and not look. He's driving and he's listening.
Oh, right, yeah. And here's again another one. It's got some red in the middle, but you can see all the good banding. So these are the ones we're going to start cutting. So I'll hand this off to Brenda and we'll start chopping away. Oop.
We just started the heat in here too, so it was a little cooler. Now it's starting to warm up. It was 60 in here, and I told him I couldn't stand in here if it was only 60. It needed to be just a little warmer.
Yes, and last week she was complaining that it was, it's 80 degrees.
Yeah, because we
So
weren't
it's
paying
too
attention.
hot, it's too cold, it's too hot, it's too cold. Can't make up her mind. So let's cut this one first. This has got some green on the outside, but I don't know. That's not going inside, so if that's some kind of a malachite
So
or
this may be
something.
just plain, but it looks kind of crystally.
Yes, it's very crystally.
Well, we shall see.
So I'll take a big, since it's got one face and just that little, I'll try to take the big face off of it, and we'll see what it looks like.
I'll pull back a little bit. I guess I really don't mind the snow if I could snowshoe or be able to go out, but I don't like the cold. I enjoy shoveling.
I don't like the snow because I got to drive in it.
Yeah.
So driving's bad enough. So when you got snow and you got to drive, then it really sucks. All right, are you ready? Well,
It looked like it has lots of black right around the edges here.
But lots of kind of boring chalcedony. And
It
this
still has a decent pattern.
Yeah, but it feels pretty crumbly. That might not be usable. Again, this is probably just something
that you would show.
Yes, you'd face polish and leave it at that. Even if you could face polish it, this feels really soft. So, sounds hard. But and this could be the chalcedony part. You know, might polish. Some of it polishes up well, some of it doesn't. So, let's pick another one. We'll do this one next. This one again, it's pretty whatever, but it's got a nice window there, so we can kind of look into it. And I'll cut this face off here since it's already broken.
Could you stabilize the last one?
Yeah, you can. Some stuff, if it's so fractured and so crumbly, porous, you can't fracture, or you can't really seal it or stabilize it because, you know, on a molecular level, it's still crumbly like a cornmeal or something like that. So even if you would stabilize all the cornmeal pieces together, when you'd cut it, the cornmeal itself is still crumbly. So no, you can't really do much with it. You're kind of like stuck. What you could do, like the Evolution, Corey from the Evolution, he does like a coating, the same kind of coating they put on like cars, like a clear coat. That would probably be a good option for that. So you could actually clear coat it and bake that on there, and then it would literally have like a little clear coat on there. This way, you're not worrying about stabilizing the stone itself. You're just worried kind of like stabilizing the surface. So that is an option.
All different good information, I guess. That sounds way harder. Except for that part.
Well, that was a hard beast.
That's what I thought. It sounded harder.
Yes, and it fractured or broke in half, or a piece broke off. So I'll kind of see if I can put it back together here. Yeah, it went like that. So yeah, so we cut off the face, and of course this did break. So now you get a good look at what they can look like. So that's pretty cool looking. Again, no color, but you get a lot of fortification banding, and it's very, very translucent. So yeah, that would make a good, I guess, little pendant or something, but yeah, clear. Like somebody's having a
You just gotta clone yourself if you're watching the Lapidary Dave live and he's on an opal, and then of course Kyle Sale.
No, Dave will be turquoise.
Oh.
So now here we have clear chalcedony here, and then we have the white, milky, opaque part. So where they're mixing in between, tough to really tell. I don't want to cut it the big way. So if I cut the white off there, we'll cut the white off, and we'll cut it like that and see what that looks like.
So I got a question. So do you think that this is mostly host rock here?
No, this is probably pretty solid. You can see, I can actually see the whites going through, and then you've got a chalcedony part on this side. So no, it's probably a lot of.
No, these are Morocco agates, not Wisconsin. Yeah, Cheryl, it's 39 here, and the temperature's supposed to drop to 23 tonight. Ooh, that's some fast.
Yes, that's complete crumble.
That's what I thought. That looked not that well.
Not that well.
Yeah. Well, if it crumbles like that.
Yes. So again, yes, what we had was the milky white agate with some banding, and then this, if you can see how pitted and crumbly, it's got some good color, but it's all pitty and crumbly.
But this stuff here looks pretty cool.
Yes, and that's turning into this clear pot. I'll take another slice off here, see if we can get something else to show.
That's winter for us, though. Like I said, I think my favorite thing is to shovel in the winter. I just enjoy the peacefulness of it. Sounded like another piece chucked right off that thing.
Well, again, that just fell completely apart into pieces.
That's, I said, it sounded like it chucked off.
So that cruddy part is just getting bigger and bigger and starting to take over the whole rock. So, and it's got really good fortifications in there. I know it's probably tough to see on the camera, but it's got a lot of fine banding in there, but
the junky part is taking over too much. Go on to a different rock. 30 Helens would agree, and I say that's a lot of Helens of green. You pick a different rock.
Okay, so this one again has some good banding, but it's got some red, and it does not appear that red goes in very far. But this is more of a flat, so I'll cut the flat off. See if we can come at it from a different side.
That one's real hard, he's saying. It sounds harder. It's funny how you can hear the difference in the rocks, so you know exactly what kind of rock it is. Whoa, that sounds terrible. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's because it's all chalcedony. Ones like that are super, super hard. But of course, super, super hard means it takes a really good polish. So take it open and
Oh, that one's kind of cool looking.
yes.
At least that was worth it, the last one. So this made up for the last one.
It's like Spock ears. And it's pretty
Translucent.
yes. So yes, very hard. But again, you know, if it's got a nice eye up there, but where this red starts to come in, because that red's got some really cool looking banding, but it just doesn't look like it goes very far in, so I don't want to cut that off.
No,
So,
yeah. Move on to the next one.
okay, here's another one. It's got a big
She said that one was ghostly.
big chalcedony center, and then it's got a little bit of fortification banding. So
Which way are you gonna go?
well, since it's like this, I'd like to cut it like this, but just to get the round, to get a whole round thing. So I'll try that. I'll actually like just cut it right in half. Try to cut it right in half and get a whole
Oh, hi,
round
Lori.
face.
Yes, that was a nice one.
I'm gonna cut this end off, right?
This one sounds really hard. Yeah, Lori, that was yesterday. We were guests on Karen's. Jerry likes to go live on Saturday because tomorrow he's got to be up early to go to work.
What?
Lori, she thought we were going live at 8, and that was yesterday.
Oh, I thought we were going live yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I was Karen yesterday. So I tried to get one face. We'll see if I got a good.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we'll see. That
Now that one was like perfect.
is really cool. It's a double yoker. Yeah, I like that. That's got some really good
Well,
color.
that was a good decision to go and be, right in half.
Yeah, well, it's more than half, but I tried to because I just wanted to keep that whole face. And actually, you know how big this is here? You would have thought that would continue way
Inside of
going
it.
through, and it just did that little tiny little spot. So yes, that's a really pretty looking agate.
It has a lot going on, that's for dang sure.
I would sell the one half of this agate for $4,000.
You would not.
Okay, $39.99. The after Halloween special, $39.99.
Right.
Hey, this looks like Cyclops. And this is his mouth. That's his one eye.
Okay, whatever. Pick another one.
All right, here's a little, and obviously this one we can see all the way around it. It's perfectly clear. It's a broken off nodule. It used to be a nodule.
So it's going to be clear all the way through.
Yes, but it has fortification banding.
Which you can see on that
So,
one side.
You can see it on all the sides. You can see it there.
Oh, okay.
You can see it through there.
Yep.
I can see a big fracture running right through there. So I'll cut right through there because that fracture there. We'll cut a face off it.
Right. Like. Cheryl, I thought that last one was going to be a dud too, but that looked pretty slick. Lori, do you guys have a fire tonight? Yeah, I thought I wanted a fire, but then I thought it was going to be too warm in the house, and now I'm second guessing myself. I should have had a fire today.
Oh, this fell. Oh, yeah, I see it fell from me.
We got lots of time for fires.
All right, so yeah, so what we thought, was going to be a big Cal Sydney one. That's what it turned out to be. Kind of reminiscent of like what a Brazilian agate. You can see the big fractures going through there, and it broke here on the fracture. It's kind of got this little, I suppose, the vent. I'm dripping on your foot, where the stuff was pouring in, the feed line. So it looks neat, interesting, but pretty plain.
Yeah, it is a shame about the cracks.
The fractures.
Yeah.
Well, Cheryl said they get cold weather.
Yeah, and that's probably what's causing it. That's true.
So again, we got just a big old clear nodule, a little bit of green, maybe black on the bottom, a little bit of light red. So I'll just cut the face off. It's already cut or already broken.
It's sounding very hard. It sounded pretty hard.
Yes, the clear Cal City ones are very, very hard.
Yeah, you could take the cracky ones and make intarsia out of them.
Yes, or she has got a friend that makes like these stained glass mosaics out of different color, and she actually uses like plates and broken glass, and she makes these mosaics out of it. Pretty cool looking. So all right, let's see. Yeah, so it does have a light orange line, really good fortification on there, and then it's got that little, and I was right, it was kind of like a bluish green. It's probably coming up as like a black on the video, but yes, very interesting. Good banding, very, very translucent. Yeah,
And
nice
and
looking
you
piece.
think this is that softer?
Yeah, but it can be. Yeah, some of it's dendrites, so dendrites are always going to come right to the surface because that's just how they're going through the material.
Can you explain what a dendrite is?
It's an inclusion. Just a regular inclusion. So here's one. And this is like I say, this is one of the ones that always like kind of reminds me of a Teepee Canyon or whatever, where you have this, the host rock, big area, and then you just have this tiny little
Agate piece in
agate
there.
that's kind of running through.
Then you have all
the
that yellow
rock.
in there.
So if I were to cut this, boy, you know, to cut this and not wreck it.
I'd say it's a hard pass.
Yes. Yes. Boy, oh boy. We'll leave this one. We'll put this one on the late to be decided later table. I'll do this one. This is a kind of a
I don't know. How many people have a later table?
a little red kind of mix something. I don't know. We'll cut it in half, see what happens. A later table?
Yeah.
Yes. I got lots of later tables.
Cheryl? Yeah. So it's not just us that has a later table. Well, that last part almost sounded soft.
No, it broke out.
Oh.
You know, ones like this are not soft. These are like the whole thing is just like glass, so. Alright, let's open her up. Well, it's got a cool looking.
Like a fire agate right in the middle. That looks like fire.
Fire agate.
I know, but it looks like fire.
Yes.
Like it's got flames licking.
Yes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, to me it looks like flames are flying
So
out
now
of
on
there.
this one, you could make a cab and take that little guy out of there and not worry about the rest.
So you don't
Perhaps.
think there would be another one in that rock?
No, I guess there could be, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, here's another one. It's kind of pitted, greenish, clear stuff. Just this edge that's like broken off, almost flat anyhow. Crumble, crumble.
Oh no, that's not a good sign when they crumble apart like that.
No. Well, it just said it's, you know, that's the freezing, frosty action. It's gonna do something, but, you know, other than that, it's got really, yeah, you can see that big major fracture running through there. It's got some pretty cool colors. Greens and pinks. It's got a nice a little agate banding there, a little white
Yeah, that's
streak
a bunch
there.
of Maj Podge.
It's solid. It just had, you know, this one big fracture here and this one big fracture there. So, you know, nature of the beast.
Because of the area of where this rock is from.
Yes, the harder rocks, the harder the rock is, the more it's going to fracture, you know. Okay, here's another regular chunk. And again, this is very opaque. And, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to cut it right along that little ridge and get the biggest face off of it I can, I guess.
these rocks are Moroccan rocks. Moroccan agates. So all from the same area. And it's funny to think that they're all from the same area, but they all look so much different.
And it broke. Oh, it would have looked really interesting, but it broke.
Another one with the
So,
fractures.
yeah, these
You
are,
can see.
yes, another fracture.
Yes.
But this is the one, like I say, these opaque, milky ones, they still have really good banding, but it's like white. And I guess it's a little, you can see a little bit of light coming through there, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of pretty banding.
All right. Well, here we got one again, pretty clear, and then it's just got some color on the edges. So let's slice off of it.
So that's, the different colors from there.
Alrighty. Just got some green on the outside.
Oh.
That's kind of neat, though. See,
Now that looked like fire flames.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it would be from the outside. You wouldn't think that it would be purple, but sometimes on the outside it gets exposed to the environment and it bleaches itself white, and then when you cut it open, it's purple. So yeah, that's kind of pretty neat looking.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice one.
Good fortification banding going in there. Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Yep, you never judge a rock by its wrapper. Just because you never know what's going to be inside of them. Maybe it holds true a little bit about people. You never judge them the way they look.
Okay, now this big chunk of crud.
Oh, hello, Mom. Mom.
Hey, Ma. How you doing, Ma? We're cutting rocks like you didn't know. So this, it does have some interesting stuff there, but boy, this just looks like a whole chunk of crumble. So just for kicks, I'll try to cut a piece off of it, but it just looks like it's just gonna fall into pieces on us. So
well, let's do a little jig and think maybe it won't.
stuff under the
What happened to that rock?
is pretty surprising. So the ones that you don't want, they got caught under the guard. So the guard actually got stuck right into the rock. So the ones that you think would hold together fall apart, and then the ones that you would think would fall apart held together. So anybody's guess, but cleaning it right now, I can feel the pits in there. So it does have pits. And you can feel, if it's got like a clean pit with color on the inside, you can like fill that in with either Icon or maybe like some epoxy 330 and then polish over it. But I don't know. Yeah, that's...
Well, this one's
very
different.
strange. The green goes all the way through there. It's got some, like a beige or something, and then white. Very hard.
Yeah, blue cheese. I agree.
Yeah, definitely. Should I lick it?
No.
No. And it's got, look at the fine banding or lining.
Like somebody
Yes.
outlined that whole area.
Yes. Not what I was expecting, but that's pretty cool. Yeah. Now here's again, just a regular thing, and you can almost see the broken off face, so I'll see if I can, it's pretty thin, but I'll see if I can cut that right in half. Cut it in half.
The Opticon that he was talking about, it seals stuff and it gives it like a shiny outside, and it seals the rock to be able to work with it. So that has Opticon on it. No, that one wasn't for eating. May look like blue cheese, but it was not made for eating.
No. Don't eat your rocks.
It'd probably be a little hard.
All right. Ready for the. Yeah. Well, you know.
Is that water agate, or
No.
this looks so weird? It looks like you can look down inside that rock.
Some bubbles underneath there, like what fire agate looks like, but it's like white. It does got a cool looking pink band with a white.
Well, hello,
band.
Julie.
Hey, Julie. So again, you know, what could you do with this? Just display. You know, that's about it, I guess.
Yeah, that one wasn't.
Right.
That wasn't eye candy, I guess.
Candy.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Hi, Patty.
Hi, Kathy. This one, again, it's got some different bandings.
Oh, Brian says hi. Hi,
Hey,
Brian.
Hey, Mule. So, I'll see if I can cut the face off of this one, because it kind of looks like it might be pretty neat behind this milky stuff, maybe.
So if you're just joining us, we're cutting.
Oh, I gotta clean my windshield.
We're cutting Morocco agates. Moroccan? Morocco or Moroccan?
Well, they're Moroccan, but they're from Morocco, so you can either say agates from Morocco or Moroccan agates.
Okay. That sounded like it tried to stop the saw. I'm glad I'm not working the saw.
And it broke in half.
Could you dance like a Moroccan?
I think that would be belly dancing, right? Am I correct? I have an album. I have an album that is the belly dancing album, And believe it or not, it has a little flyer inside of it that teaches you some steps about belly dancing. So yes.
Do you have any moves?
I think you have like the little bell things on your fingers you click around.
Oh, that's some good moves.
And that's about it. I just threw out my back.
You're supposed to move your hips, not your back.
Ready? The hips don't move. Well, at my age, the hips don't move without the back. Oh, yeah, that kind of continued in of being kind of a hodgepodge.
Rocky Mountain Bear wanted to know if you needed to pee.
Yeah, I need a pee.
Did you need to pee?
hey, you know what the best bait for ice fishing is? It's peas. What you do is you line the hole, your ice fishing hole, with peas, and then when a fish comes up to take a pee, you grab them.
Wah wah. That wasn't funny.
Come on, that's freaking hilarious.
That's not funny.
Well, look at this. Now this is the perfect agate nodule.
It's got all those bumpies on it.
Yes, that's an agate nodule. So this thing is a whole lot. It doesn't feel light like it has a void, but I don't know how light it should feel, or how it doesn't feel super light. I don't know how heavy it should feel if it was solid. So being that it's a nodule like this, more than likely it's not going to have any color in it. We'll just cut it right down in half. That's the best move, right?
Yeah.
When in doubt, cut it in half.
Looked like a huge wart.
Well, as everybody else can see, that cut way too easy for how big this was. This is probably not going to have good results. It's going to be a big, one of those big looking Chalcedony, quartzy, crumbly,
Don, I don't think your head looks like this.
Centers, nothing. Okay, you ready? Boo.
Whoa.
Boo. I've saved this stone for the last 50 years just to get to this point and go.
Wah.
Yard rock.
The outside bumpies are cool.
I hate that when that happens. All right, let's dig through the little bag of chips.
Your head has never been sliced open. Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, that looks like a brain. That looks like your brain. That looks like a brain on drugs. Okay, now here, you can see how translucent the whole stone is. And you can see just it's all clear except that one little milky
No, they can't be all winners.
fortification.
There has to be some
so
losers, and we need more yard rock.
You can see some banding there, so I'll just cut a face off of it. But I don't even want to cut this because it's going to be super hard. And we're going to get to it and go like, yeah, it looks like crap.
He's not really saying anything. Will you quit it? You're not saying anything. Yeah, you need to keep watching what you're cutting. You're supposed to be watching.
It's not like you cut your finger off. It's not going to happen. well, maybe my finger. And I've said this, the first time Brenda was going to use the saw, she's like, can I cut my finger off? And I'm like, yeah, you can cut your finger off. I can. And I'm like, yeah, if you hold it on there for like 3 hours, eventually you're going to wear down through the skin and go through your bone and go to the other side. So yeah, I guess technically you can cut your finger off.
That would be me that
but
would
not
try it.
very easy. You'd have to literally pass out onto the saw. All right, you ready for the big clear nothing?
Ooh.
It's got a lot of banding, a lot of fortification banding. Pretty trihedral. Is that the right word?
A tornado.
Trihedral. Oh yeah, it could be a tornado. But a nice triangle shaped kind of something. Yeah, it's kind of neat. You can see a nice fracture there and one coming in here. And that's your feeder tube right there. But yeah. Oh, it's got parallax too. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah. It's got movement the whole way. So yeah, a lot of fortification.
And we thought
banding.
it was gonna be a wah wah, and it wasn't.
A dud. Oh.
Yes, that was a winner chicken dinner.
Okay, now this one again, kind of, blah, blah, blah. Nice little vog there. But it has that nice yellow ring. And you can see the yellow ring on this side too.
I
So
thought it was there. Oh no, that's the burning ring of fire, not yellow ring of fire.
So I will cut the big...
Whoa! You don't have to cut it. You just threw it on the floor.
I hate that when it happens. So I'll cut the big
Don't.
the big face off of it.
Mr. Slippery Fingers here. Sir,
Old man hands.
yes, it did jump. You know, it could be leftover residues from...
That spooky.
Yes, from spooky yesterday. We better not. Or it could be from our boot. Not so much Butterfingers. We have a Buddha in here.
That's real easy.
Yeah. I don't know if Jerry ever showed you the Buddha. He's over there in that corner and he's pretty nasty. He can be kind of crabby sometimes, that Buddha. I feel that he's nice, but I said maybe it was the Buddha.
The Buddha? The big Buddha?
Yeah.
So going back to yesterday with scary things, here's a really scary story. So yesterday, before it got dark, I walked the dog around in the yard, and where our maple trees were, it was just, the ground was just covered with leaves. And then it got really eerily windy last night. And when I came out this morning, all the leaves were gone. I don't know what the heck happened, but all the leaves were gone. I don't know what happened.
I don't believe you.
All right, are you ready? Are you ready for the yellow veined agate?
The one that you bounced off the floor?
Oh,
that's not too bad.
Oh, look at the little mossy.
And did you create the fractures by bouncing it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's got a nice little mossy bit on top, too. A little sprig of, what's that Christmas crap called? Mistletoe. Yeah, that's kind of cool with a little bit of yellow.
Yeah.
Nice little bit of dirty 10,000-year-old mud in there.
I wonder if it would have DNA in that mud.
I don't know. Lick it.
I'm not licking it.
Well, then you'll never know. We could have turned you into a monkey thing or something.
Or I have some disease parasite that there's no cure for.
They say we all have parasites. Every commercial I watch on TV or on YouTube says I'm full of worms, right? We're all full of worms. Okay, again, lots of the clear stuff with some other stuff.
Hello,
It's
Rick.
got a little bit of stuff.
Slick,
Hey, Rick, buddy.
Slick Rick.
No, it's Mr. Rick.
Oh, Mr. Rick.
So yeah, it's got some straggler stuff in there. I'll cut a bigger chunk off of there. Why? Because I can.
I'm going to turn the heat down a little. Getting warm in here. He's got it 72. Just turn it on a little bit and it's 72.
I can almost smell like gunpowder from that rock.
What? It was shooting?
Smells like freaking gunpowder. That's weird.
Would they had a war
maybe
there?
It's got sulfur in it.
Oh.
Sulfur or something. Okay. So yeah, so I cut that thing off there and well, it's got some good red. It's got almost like 3 pockets, one here, and one there. So it's actually a multiple
It's a try?
geode kind of thing. Something, but it's got some cool looking red stuff there.
So would you cap this?
Cool. Yeah, because again, you know, with this crud in the middle, which usually doesn't, I mean, you can get it to polish, but it just doesn't hold up. So yeah, you could possibly find some areas, you know, to make cabs that probably wouldn't be too bad. Let me get you know, if you no, that's not going to work. The phone takes away. No,
Nope.
that doesn't work. But yeah, you know, you could make, you know, if I would cut another chunk off there, you know, would it just turn into more of this or more of this? I don't know. I'm not going to find out. Alrighty. That's a little. This one is kind of just a little chunk of nothing. But again, it's got that cool looking yellow bands on the top. So I'll try to cut this one right down the center.
Old center.
South of center.
Yeah, you get to heat it up in here and then the flies wake up. Hi, Beth. All right, what do you think?
Where it broke off, I got a little sneak peek.
You're not supposed to be
It
peeping.
broke off. What can I help? I can't help it.
Well, then close your eyeballs. Okay.
Now what do I do?
Well.
But yes,
Ooh, that's a good one.
yes. I wasn't expecting the pink to be running in the
Somebody outlined it in yellow.
Kill Sydney area. Yeah. It's
Well,
like an
ain't
agate.
that special?
It's like an agate inside an agate.
Don claims it. Well, set it aside for you.
Aside?
Yeah.
I put it on both sides. And this can be yours for $9.99. Killer price at $9.99.
A bangling. A bangling. If we wouldn't sell you anything, we'd give it to you.
This little guy You know, it's got a nice orb there. It's got some crazy stuff. It's got some crazy stuff. It's got a ring
Beth
there.
said that was sold to her.
Where? Who wants it? Who?
Beth.
Oh, Beth. Hey, Beth. So.
How are you going to cut this thing?
You know, you got shaded.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. That's cool, just like that.
Are you going to set it aside?
But it's got that. Maybe I'll cut it. I'll cut this. So, oh, but will it break away?
Set it aside. You can't decide. It gets set aside. Set it aside. You can't decide.
What do I do with the other one? I put it in here. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Undecided. Ooh, here we got a nice little, a tiny little, chunky, greeny, orangey, reddy, something, but
Look
it's
like
pretty
Play-Doh.
tiny. It'll probably fall apart, but I'll cut it.
Okay, we shall
Try to
see.
cut it.
Yeah, it's a bunch trick that he sets aside because he can't decide.
And I know I'm the cut everything guy, but I do have enough cut to last me probably like 10 of my lifetimes. So I need to cut everything? Yes, I do, but you know. Okay, so here's that little colorful little.
Oh, I thought for sure it was gonna be black or something.
That's like you know, maybe like sunset
Unikite?
or no, like a sunset egg. That's kind of cool looking. It's pretty solid too. That has a lot going on.
Yeah, that's a strange one.
Almost more like a jasper than a agate.
Yeah, and everything stone is correct. It has everything in it.
Huh. A little fancy that.
Yes, that was a special one. He was a little special.
Oh, well, here we go. This is kind of like one of Julie's and Brian's blues.
It's not
But
even
it's
close.
not blue. Polyhedral. There's the word I was looking for. But again, now it could turn color once I get inside because this side does look blue.
Yeah, not even close to what they have.
Oh, stop it. So I'm going to cut the
Oh, just cut
thing
it.
off.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yes.
Relax.
Whoa, I thought I could see pieces flying from that.
Yes, you could, and you would be correct.
Alrighty, what's the color in the inside?
All right, are you ready?
Yep. Ooh,
See, it's kind of getting darker.
that is like a gray.
Fine, great, but the white's pretty cool too.
Yes.
That's solid too.
That could be a color of a house.
White?
No, the gray.
It could be called the White House. The White House. Oh, look at.
It's a kissing stone. Oh, how sweet.
What the hey? What the hey? Ooh, look at this one. Look at this one. This one's got, oh, it's got a little ghost on the bottom, but it's lined in red because the outside's red. So I'll cut a face off. Let's cut the face off.
You're cutting his face right off.
Face off.
He couldn't line his lips too well. They make me jump.
I'll tell you, Barbara, it cut just like butter. Just like butter, Barbara. Like butter. Cut just like butter. Alrighty. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That isn't too bad.
that's, if it didn't have all the soft stuff in there.
And that's
again,
why
it's
it cut
kinda
like
got
butter.
a little thing. It's got a neat band. But, yeah. Ah,
Now pick something exciting.
exciting. I don't have anything exciting. That's one of them white things. That's got some. Again, this is a lot of white, but it does have some cool stuff on the edge. Maybe just on the one edge. I'll cut this edge off.
Just like that.
See if it does anything. Whoa, pieces were flying everywhere. I can feel a big soft spot in the middle, like it might have had a crystal bog in there. All right.
All right.
All right. Yeah. I just got a couple of little, tiny little red.
It looks like it's
Blood-
stitched.
blood
It's like it was
splatter.
stitched or.
The outside looks much better, though.
Yes, than the inside.
The inside looks much better. Oh, I gotta go here. Well, well.
You only get a few more choices here.
That's probably just clear. Oh, that was the one I put off to the side. This one is. Oh, this one might have some. There's a big chunk. Not real colorful, but it might have some cool looking banding.
Yeah, the lines near the crust were different on that thing.
That fell into 30 different pieces. So it's probably really fragrante. But, well, it's cut. Now that's interesting because it's got these perfectly straight dendrite lines going through there.
That's strange.
Yes, to be
It's looked like
perfectly,
he's stitched up something.
perfectly square. But, you know, yeah, kind of cool. Kind of not. Kind of cool, kind of not. Now here, this is just a big, again, this probably has a lot of fortification banding in it, but it's just a big, oh, we can cut a piece off. I'll just cut a little slice off the end.
Yeah, it was some
It's
kind of
so big.
dendrite.
Yes, little red dendrite.
Yeah, little red dendrite.
But just
It's
like
strange
little
that
dotted,
he's
like
in-
a stitch, like a stitch pattern.
Yeah,
or
like he
something.
was stitched up is strange. Yeah, it just looks different. Yeah, Ma has too much magic. Ma is a genius when it comes to working with stuff that I just don't get it. It's too nice. I love it.
Looks like a bat. So again, it's just what I thought. It was just gonna fall into fragmented pieces.
Because
And
it
that's what
has
did,
too much.
'cause it's just a big, giant, fragmented piece. Oh, this one. This one might be cool. This has got some really good purple, different.
So which way are you gonna cut this? Like this? A piece off this?
No, well, I could,
I would do this
Maybe.
way.
but otherwise this way too. Like that way. I don't know if that's too big. No, I'm gonna cut. We'll go for the gold, and I'll try to cut a big chunk off of it. No, I'll
Yes,
cut
it
a
is.
small
Is a
one.
lot of
I'll
imagination
cut a
and
small. I'll
talent.
cut the small thing.
She can really think outside the box.
Yes.
And I don't know if we necessarily could think outside the box that big. Yeah, thinking outside the windowsill is correct. Whoa.
You know, when I was talking about my ghost cab last night, where I said it just took like a couple minutes, really when I was working in it with the ghost, because the ghost was so tiny, it kept moving around on me. You know, it just like kept moving around, and that's when I kind of thought like I could actually make this ghost move. You know, move around in the stone. So that, you know, it was just that simple that I just happened to just think like, because it's moving around, I'm like, would you quit moving around? And I thought, quit moving around. No, it needs to move around.
Well,
So,
your very first ghost that you tried, he broke apart.
yes, because at first I made it out of howlite, and if anybody's familiar with howlite, very soft. And every time I tried to drill the eye holes in it, it just broke apart. Even though that being said, that highlight opal is pretty soft too, but at least that's soft enough it's easy to drill through. Okay, ready? Hopefully this is gonna be blue like it, or purple or something, or all of it. Huh? This part broke, obviously. It's got some little spray action there.
Yeah, that has a little bit of
Definitely,
everything.
kind of almost looks like a mossy agate, right? Similar like a moss Like it might have been a moss agate.
From the sea, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if they got mossy agates down there, so.
Well, if they're
Yeah,
around the sea, you would think they have a little bit of everything.
This is huge. This is probably too big to cut. This one is just. I'll put this one off, and this one definitely too big to cut. Although this would probably be pretty cool.
You could cut off that little
Yeah,
end.
maybe I'd cut off the end. But this is, again, a huge.
Just cut off the end.
It would have been, yeah, because it's fractured there anyhow. I could probably just cut right off that fracture. It's fractured anyhow, right? That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Will it fit?
No. No.
If it fits, you must commit. I can see the sparks flying and everything's jumping. Gary, it didn't fit. Whoa!
Yeah, I would not recommend cutting something this big on this little saw. That was probably overkill.
Yeah.
But it was along the fracture, so I thought it would be.
No more thinking we see smoke.
Yes, not enough, too much thinking. But yeah, so here it is washed up. Looking pretty cool. Yes, so, oh, purple, 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 purple. Look at that.
And that has that little
That
dot.
is purple. That is nice, cool looking spray coming in there. This is nice. And this is where it started to kick out. That's a nice looking eggy. Wow. Who would have thunk?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. Nice.
So do you have any of the cabs or anything made of this stuff already?
No.
No.
I mean, I probably do, but, you know.
No. So what are you working on
Is
now?
Brian and Julie still in the
I don't know. You can't tell.
I cut that one, and it's going to be in my video tomorrow that I'll put out tomorrow morning. But I cut this one from, if people remember when I did the moss last week, that one that was,
Bumpy.
yes, druzy or body. I cut that today, and like I say, it'll be on a video tomorrow. So,
So we get a sneak peek?
Yeah, so it's a sneak peek. So the ones, the other ones are kind of just, regular. I mean, not knocking them like they're bad or nothing, or they're moss agates. So they're pretty cool, but and being the guys that we are, when you cut something, and you like it, it goes into my box. So yes, this went right away into my collection because I really liked it. So when I cut this, that's what it turned out to be.
Who would have thought that would be like that?
So yeah, this is a really, really pretty piece. I like the pinks and the reds and all the little speckles and spots. Very,
Hard.
yes,
When it sounds clinky like that, that's hard.
yes. And that's, you know, I mean, you got all this pink moss in there. It's kind of almost like a light green. So yeah, nice piece.
So is that what you worked on today with cutting stuff?
Yeah,
With the big saw?
I cut a lot of the last week of the moss agates that I couldn't fit in the little saw. I cut with the oil saw, and then some of the other ones I cut with the small saw. But
And you changed the oil.
yeah. So then next week, what we'll be cutting, and again, we'll give it like a little sneak peek of this.
Sneak peek of next week.
Yes. So next week we'll be cutting.
Next peek.
Next peek.
Next week.
We'll be cutting this green, blue, red, orange, purple, jasper, and I'll cut this little piece because it's pretty small.
You're gonna do a quick,
So I'll quick cut a little piece here.
just for a
and
quick
just
peek.
to kind of show you what
Okay, so this
crazy
is a
looking
taste
stuff.
for next week.
This is
He's
some-
giving you a sneak peek.
This is my favorite jasper to work with here.
So that's your favorite Jasper?
Yes.
Will you have a couple of tabs made of it? I can hear it's really, really hard. This is really hard. And back up because that's loud even because it's so hard. Oh, and stinky. That stuff is really stinky too.
So
It's
you can
really loud and
tell-
really stinky.
You can tell how hard this stuff is by how hard it was to cut that piece.
And it stinks.
Stinks. That's because it's so hard. It was burning the freaking blade. The water's getting pretty hot in there. I can't cut anymore. So again, this is my favorite jasper because it's pretty freaking crazy.
See the saw marks on it.
Well, I can see the light too. Yes, it's super hard. So yes. But yeah, I love this stuff.
Is
Crazy
it
patterns.
easy to work with when it's this hard?
Well, it's easy, but it's hard because it's easy because it's solid, doesn't fracture a lot, but it's hard to to physically work because it's so hard. But hardness always gives you the best polish, you know. And that was like the stuff from the gem field. You know, this opal stuff from the gem, and this is completely dry, and you can see how shiny that is, and this is completely dry, and that just shows you how hard it is. And this is common opal, but this stuff is, you know, what you'd want to use for like I shouldn't even say for like knapping arrowheads, because it's so hard that like when I try to cut it, it just literally disintegrates because it's so freaking hard that it just wants to fall apart.
So what would you rather work with? Something really hard, something medium hard?
Well,
No,
again,
your personal preference.
yeah, well, you know, it's a trade-off, because like you say, the hard stuff is gonna give you the best polish, but you know, the soft stuff is easier to work. But yeah, if I'm gonna be picking something, well, of course it'll be like Wisconsin moonstone, something that's more central to us because it's, it's the stone of Wisconsin. So yeah, I mean, I'd work the moonstone because, I mean, it's our stone. So of course you're gonna pick that, right?
What are you looking for?
The moonstone. Right here. So, with our moonstone, like I always say, if you want to pat, is your arm getting tired? So when I'm talking, our moonstone, I pick, the crystal. So you can actually find this, and yeah, you can see it already. And this is with the light behind it. But when you get this crystal, the crystal moonstone like this, this is what I'm after, this crystal moonstone, because it's got the best flash. It's not the dark blue flash like you get, but it flashes from every direction. Any way you look at this, any way I hold this crystal, you get that blue flash. So no matter what I do, no matter how I move this, you get that beautiful blue flash. And so yes, nice. And yeah, of course, with here, let me put this down. So with like labradorite, and there's a few other, I'll turn this around, and a few other forms of labradorite. There's some different forms of labradorite with some pretty cool looking effects with color. And but again, it's not from here. So the Wisconsin moonstone is specifically from here. So that's it's just what I work with. So
Maybe we have to do a video of Wisconsin moonstone.
it's Wisconsin moonstone. The bad thing about Wisconsin moonstone, it's very fragile. It's like gravel. So it has to be stabilized not once, but it has to be stabilized twice when I'm doing it. I mean, there's a lot of other people that don't do it. And I sent some stuff to Katie did that I just took a stone, regular stone, face polished it, didn't stabilize it at all. And it can look really nice, but again, you can, if you look at the reflection of the light where you can see it's got a lot of cracks and crevices in there and stuff. So it's a hit or miss. So if you want to make jewelry with it, like what we do or what I do is it is stabilized twice. And I don't know. So this is stabilized twice. And again, you can see how translucent that is because it's just a big chunk of crystal. So it's stabilized twice. So that's why I can make something. And if you look at this compared to my finger here, this piece is huge, and it'll stay together because it was stabilized twice. So how I stabilize it twice, I use a vacuum pot, I use Opticon, I stabilize it, and then I slab it up, and the slabs could actually be stabilized again, but depending on what they look like. So then what I'll do is I'll cut it into cabs. I'll do the first 3 wheels on the cab machine, then I'll stop, and then I'll coat it again with the 2 parts and bake that in the oven again until it's hard again, and then I will go back and then do my shaping over. I mean, not necessarily over because you have it to a rough shape, and then I will stabilize it, like you say, stabilize again, and then go through the whole wheels. So then that's how you end up with a piece that even though you can see the cracks and fractures in it, you can probably see better on the back. The front has none of that because it's all been sealed and stabilized with Opticon. And yeah, I've used cactus juice too, but I just don't have the best results with cactus juice as you do with the Opticon. The Opticon seems to be a lot more like a thicker sealer, and your cactus juice just seems watery. So when you have outside cracks on your stone, it doesn't fill gaps. So the Opticon tends to fill a gap, and the cactus juice doesn't fill gaps. So if that makes any sense.
All
So,
right.
so yeah, so that's it for the night. The saw's smoking hot, so we won't be cutting anymore. And that was pretty much all the ones I had scheduled to cut. So yeah, next week we'll cut something else. I don't know if it'll be that green agate because I just cut that little piece, and boy, that was tough to cut. So that stuff may because it's so hard. Maybe I can only cut that with the other saw. I don't know. We'll see.
Or if you guys have any suggestions.
Yeah. Yeah, I could, some stuff, some really cool stuff to cut is that Port Headland, which is the Norina, because a lot of times, and that's again, same thing, every time you cut, you get some crazy, crazy patterns. Sometimes you get those flame patterns, but it's always a striking change from slice to slice how different the looks are. So, yeah,
All
either way, so yeah, we'll cut this. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Welcome to the rock room.
Spooky.
And so thanks for watching. See you soon in a rock room near me. No, near you. Or maybe near me. No, there's no rock. Yeah, maybe we got some rock shops. So yeah, have fun, everybody. Take care. See you soon. Goodbye. Diddly-dee.